You have heard it said that you must be pro-life to be a Christian, but Jesus says unto you, absolutely nothing about abortion.
Yeah, well, I thought the second commandment of thou shalt not commit murder covered it pretty well, but here we are. This is also something we call an argument from silence.
In fact, the Bible doesn't say anything about abortion other than in Numbers 5, where it provides instructions on how to perform one.
Now, I don't want to come out and just say that he's lying, but Reverend Lyons should really know better than to just cherry pick a verse right there, because Numbers 5 has nothing to do with abortion. He spends the rest of the video saying if you were truly pro-life, you'd support all of our political stuff, which I'm not going to comment on, because I have a bigger purpose of this video. I want to show you an example of bad exegesis and how to spot it. Now, exegesis is just how we work through a text and how we get information from it. This is something that is essential in biblical studies. So how can we tell apart good exegesis from a bunch of theological nonsense? Well, I'm glad you asked. First point, you gotta read the texts. Every Christian should read the Bible and have some knowledge in it. And when someone does try to pull some sneaky exegesis like this, it should sound not right and set off little warning lights in the back of your head. For example, we could take Luke 1:41 through 44, where John the Baptist leaps in his mother's womb to imply that, hey, the unborn are alive. And there's other verses we can do this too. This is just one example. The second point is also to read your Bible, but to do it in a little more of a strategic way. Whenever someone brings a verse to you that says, hey, this Bible verse supports my point, what you want to do is you want to, well, I've been told, read around the text. Now, what do I mean by that? Read 5, 6, 7 verses ahead and 5, 6, 7 verses behind. Notice here, though, that Reverend Lyons just points to a Bible verse and just says, oh, it's about abortion, and then just moves on. Now, to be fair, that wasn't the whole point of his video, but you could see how someone could just grab that verse or chapter and just run with it. The third point is just simply to ask questions. Just because someone has a degree in the Bible and seems to know what they're talking about doesn't mean that you automatically have to believe them. In fact, if they are an expert, they should be able to better explain their positions in more detail. Now, admittedly, on video format like this, it's a little bit harder to do because Dr. Lyons is probably never going to see this video. And if he does, hi. And if not, a really good question here could be like, hey, all these other Bible translations say something different. Why do you take this interpretation that's about abortion? But yeah, I think that pretty much covers 3 little tips. I hope everyone learned something from this video.